Guess who's back? Me. Guys, give me a slack. I know I wasn't here last week, but it was Thanksgiving week. Come on. I was kind of enjoying time with the few family. You know, I know it's the coronavirus, so you don't want to be like having too much fun. But, you know, I was just enjoying the holiday. How was your holiday? I hope it was good. Do you guys like the new seasonal, like, backdrop? It's Christmas, honey. It's coming. And we got a new seasonal, thing going on here. Anyways, so excited to see you guys. Today's video, I literally got in a dream, and we're going to talk about it. You've seen the title. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about the conception of, like, the idea of how we feel like we need a soulmate. We feel like there's one person out there for us. Is that true? Please stay tuned and we'll talk about it.
Are you spreading all around my room? My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Ooh, it was so nice to see you guys decided to stay and watch the video. Hi, my name is Chantal. I study psychology at the University of Central Florida. I like to make videos where I talk about my personal experiences, psychology, and give out tips. Should I be giving out tips?
No.
Sometimes I think maybe not. But listen, I think I learned from I try to learn from my experiences, and I feel like if you were to watch a video and listen to the stuff that I've been through, you'd be like, girl, you don't have to tell me nothing. I will never. So, I feel like the tips do have some meaning. So yes, I do give out tips. I think you could learn from me, and I do have some good things that I could tell you, and then you can learn from. I know I need to learn from my own tips. I know, but the tips are good regardless, right? Right. Okay, so let's dive into this video. Literally, I had this idea in my dream. I was sleeping and my dream was like, girl, listen, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So I woke up and I was like, that's the video for me. We're going to talk about love, the idea of love, and how in our society, it's a very important part of the life experience, right? But the fact is it necessary? Does everyone have a soulmate out there? Does everyone have to find this one person who's going to treat them like an angel and you live happily ever after? Right? Let's talk about society, and let's talk about the media and like watching TV. You would, like, if you watch movies and stuff, honestly, and this is coming from me as a person, my personal experience, like watching all the movies growing up. I was really into like princess movies, like Cinderella and Snow White and all that stuff. I was a Disney movie fanatic, and I grew up thinking that one day you're gonna find this Prince Charming, you live happily ever after, voila. But boy, oh boy, I wasn't ready for the 21st century. I wasn't ready for this. And I know you probably wasn't ready for this. If you're on this video, you probably like, But, watching all those movies, it gives you this idea that, there's like a list that you have to go through. If you watch all these movies, it's just like, this is what life is supposed to be. You are supposed to, not necessarily in all the movies, but you get like a nice job, or you meet, you get an education or something like that. And then you'll meet like this guy or this girl, and they'll like blow you off your feet. And it's like the wind blowing, you see them and you're like, oh, what a beautiful person. And then right there, right then, you guys know you are meant for each other. And you get you start dating, you get married, you have kids, you live till you're old and you die. Yeah, that's the fairy tale. That is the dream that most people feel like they have to live with. And what does that do to the psyche if you're living in reality and that doesn't seem to be the dream, or that dream doesn't seem to be coming to fruition, right? You start to feel a little down. And I know that because I had to analyze that for myself. So I feel like, first off, I feel like society gives you this list, and a lot of us think it is necessary to follow said list. And then when it doesn't seem to be going the way you want, sometimes you get anxiety, sometimes you feel a little depressed, and it doesn't feel right. Like, you feel like you're not living what you think you're supposed to live. But here's the thing, there's no marker for life, there's no, perfect list that you have to follow. You know, honestly, you could live your whole life happy and never be with someone. You could live your whole life happy and never have kids or anything like that. But yeah, I understand. Like, for me, I really want kids in life, so I understand like wanting that idea. But, you know, I think when we take this list too seriously, it starts to really mess with the psyche. I remember feeling really depressed because I felt like, yo, I'm almost midway to my 30s. I'm joking. I'm not 30 yet. I'm like 20. I turned 25 in a few days. But still, yo, my eggs. You hear that? I'm almost 30. What's going on? I'm not married with kids yet. You feel like, wow, what's going on? But it's just not necessary. And actually, studies show that, the later you get married, the more likely it would last. So if you get married too young, there's a higher chance of you getting divorced. And so it's okay, guys. No rush. So anyways, the idea is, do you really think that there is a soulmate out there? So this is what I got for my dream. Okay, so my opinion is no. No, I'm sorry. I don't think there's like a soulmate. I don't think it's like the movies where you see this person and then you look at them and then right away, that's the guy, that's the girl for you. I think we choose who we want to be with. We have the choice. It's our decision to decide who we want to settle with, who we want to spend the rest of our life with. And so it's not necessarily you're gonna meet. So we're living in this world where we think we have to meet this perfect person. There's this list. There's flaws that I can't, but when you really want to be with someone, the truth is, if you want a lasting relationship, you choose the person you feel is right for you. And then I recommend you choose the person more compatible with you. I know there's an idea that if you choose a person who's a little bit different or even a lot different, that there's like this yin yang type thing. But no, that does not work. Studies does show that, the more similarities you have with a person, that is more likely to, have a better connection. So I recommend you go for someone with that you're in common with. So you're going to choose that person, right? So you choose the person you think is good for you and you're going to settle down with. And then, wow, listen, if you want something to last, don't expect perfection. We're not perfect. No one is. You can't expect someone to be perfect. Just make sure the flaws aren't something that are deal breakers, like maybe beating you or cheating or something like that. But like, sometimes he doesn't put down the toilet seat, or something like that, or he's a little messy sometimes. it's not necessarily a flaw that should be deemed as, yeah, I gotta go. I think a lot of people, they're too rushy. They're too irrational. They want perfection. And I get it. You watch those fairy tale movies, you watch all those your music videos and everything, and you're thinking the person for you is perfect. They're perfection. But if you want a lasting relationship, you got to know that everyone has flaws, and then as long as you find someone compatible with you and whose flaws aren't really deal breakers, you can have a lasting relationship. You both have to realize that, hey, I know life's not perfect, but I think I can settle down with this person and we could work together and build something. Love, okay, so basically, soulmates, no, I don't believe in, but I think that love isn't like what we imagine it to be. It's not this unconditional thing. It is conditional. um I'm sorry, if you want to last, not only do you have to feel a way about the person, but they have to somehow kind of benefit you guys. There has to be give and takes on both sides. Like, you can't just be giving all of everything and they can't just be giving all of everything. It has to be a give and take. And so if you want a love that lasts, it's not like the movies, guys, but it's fulfilling, right? And listen, love isn't for everybody. Not everyone's gonna find it. I know. That sounds horrible. Like, who would tell that to someone? Not everyone's gonna find it. But here's the thing. I think it's not that big a deal. Yeah. You can live a fulfilling life without the need of having a soulmate or a person, right? You can always live I want you, this is the end of the video now. I want you guys to just realize that there are plenty of fish in the sea, right? And also, I want you to focus on life, right? Life doesn't always need a person to make it wonderful. I understand that we feel like it's important to have friends and everything, but I want you to realize life, right? And I think if you really wish to meet someone and settle down, enjoy life and be realistic about it, as in, like, put yourself out there. Realize that this fairy tale isn't always, what, well, for the most part, this fairy tale that we're fed as children or just living in society isn't necessarily true, and that you can find someone great for you and not be this big, burst of, dopamine. So yeah, I want you guys to just enjoy life, right? Basically, I keep going around in circles. We're gonna wrap this video up. Basically, y'all, take care of yourself, enjoy life, stop worrying about this list that society gives us, and just, you'll find someone. If you really want someone, you'll find someone. Just listen to the tips that I gave you. Told y'all. I know I shouldn't be giving all these tips, but I got tips and I hope you could learn from it. And I really feel like these tips are good. All right, I'll be back, guys. See y'all later. I'm probably going to make another video. You're going to be like, girl, you in the same shirt? Bye-bye. Love y'all.
I'll be back.